Hi everyone, hope everyone's well. It's been a little bit since I've done one of these, so I thought it was a good opportunity to do one today, as we've got a bit of a long weekend. And I was looking through my little list that I've got of topics, and the one that I got a big yes for was the multidimensional human. So, and it was one of the topics that I put down. Well, it was the first topic on my list, so it was done a while ago, and that topic came to me just out of the blue, and it wasn't time clearly to share anything on that, and now is. So let me bring someone through on the topic of multidimensional human, on being a multidimensional human. And what that means. Well, let's see what comes through. So, the intention for this is to bring through the most appropriate being to share the information that we are ready for at this time on the multidimensional human. Yes. Hello. Yes. So, multidimensional human. What a large topic that is. So, let's try and think of the how to start it from the beginning, shall we say. Everyone that resides, every being that resides on this planet is multidimensional. Yes? And every human on this planet is a multidimensional human, obviously. And what that means is, even when you are not thinking from a multidimensional perspective, or even have it in your psyche that it is capable, it is happening anyway. You are made of energy. You are obviously the physical matter that stands before you. And you also are layers and 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 layers of energy. Many different bodies that make up the full human, including the many chakras that make up the system that assist the energy layers, almost like the glue that holds everything together, shall we say. Now, with this alone, this makes you multidimensional, because you are. You work across energy, you work across layers, you are connected. Even if you do not have the information of it, the knowledge, you are fully connected to your outer being, as well as your physical inner being and the personality that you present. And when I mean your outer being, this is called many different names. Souls is probably the most popular. Oversoul, connection to self. There are many different ways of saying this. I will use outer being for the moment. So, you connect in with your outer being through your systems and through your chakras. Yes. The chakras hold everything together and bring everything into place into the physical. Yes. So think of it like the energy lines of the earth. Think of it of the energy centers of the being. Yes. So, and everything speaks to each other. So one will communicate with the other, will communicate with the other, will communicate with the other, will communicate with the other. And then if you think about the mental bodies, which is one of the energy systems that you have within you, your outer body will connect with your mental body, explain the possibilities of directions, say for the next coming days, which will then communicate with the physical body, the matter, which you are, the physical human, and then it will explain to the physical human exactly what is needed, sustenance, etc., etc., and the frame of minds, many things that will contribute to this, and we'll explain this to the physical body, and then the physical body will intake what it needs. See if it needs more relaxation, it will take some more relaxation. If it needs some more foods, different types of foods, the chemical breakdown, then it will intake the chemical foods to break down to be able to deal with everything that is about to come. Yes. So, you are communicating always on a multidimensional level, even if you are not aware of it. What is interesting is when you become aware of it, yes? There are many different ways and layers to peel and clear for you to be able to connect and understand what it is that is happening from that multidimensional perspective. We understand this, but often just the intention to understand and acknowledge the possibility and the not the possibility, the absolute knowledge and knowing that is exactly what and who you are can often be enough for the rest to just fall away, and to bring in that direct connection into the physical body with the information and knowledge of what is happening. So all of the example that I just gave is obviously subconscious, is all done naturally. It is a natural thing for the physical body of its communication and how it works. To bring it in to the consciousness for the human is where you can, yes, those things will continue to go on and will happen naturally because that is what it has done for generations and generations. But when you bring it into the consciousness, which is slightly new, you can discover more about yourself. And we mean by this, we mean the outer being, the different journey that it has been on, that you have been on, yes, and so forth. But it is more than just discovering more about you as a being, as the soul, as the outer being. It is about being able to fully embody you as the full energy of who you are, and having not just connections and the information and the knowledge of who and where you've been and where you are going to go, but also the information and connections that will allow you to bring in knowledge that is more than the knowledge that you have. So the soul has the experiences, etc., 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 of which you can draw on all the time, but you can go further than that, and the soul will be opened. So it is like you go from being the individual being where things are happening on a natural basis to being connected to the soul, of which you can do just through intention, if you wish it, and having the knowledge and the information of all the experiences that have been had over the lifetimes, and that is a lot. But then you take it one step further, indeed, to not just being connected to the outer being and all the experiences that they've had, but also into other information that can be gathered. So from the outer being and the information that it holds, you can then connect in, shall we say, with the natures of the world. So the trees, as we say, are the libraries of the universe. Yes, interesting analogy I'm using with the connection to books. Yes, and so the trees themselves are the full knowledge of the universe. So you can connect in to all the knowledge of the universe and all the experiences of all that have gone before you, and not just of the lifetimes that you've had, but the lifetimes that all have had, and not just of this planet, but of all planets. And you can connect into that information and knowledge and pull down anything that you wish. Yes. So by being the multidimensional human, you have the capability to do anything, because you will have the information at your hands of how to do it, through connecting through your self, the physical body, knowing that it is a natural thing for you to do, because you are human and you are a being, and knowing that connection is there between you and the outer being. And from the outer being, you can connect through to all. And from this information, so for instance, if you decided you wished to manifest more than you have, let's say abundance, popular topic, is it not? Then you can go through into the soul, into the outer being, connect into the knowledge of all that is, through the libraries of the universe, through the trees, and bring through the information that is required of how you can ignite your own abundance. Yes. So, with the information and the knowledge available, you have the ability to do anything. And with having that physical information, that knowledge in the physical brain, of the steps of how to bring through your own abundance, and as long as you follow those steps, you will bring in your own abundance. The same can be said for healing, for advancing, for anything really. And it is about that connection to the outer self, the outer being, that you can connect to anything, any dimension, any universe, any planet, anything that there holds consciousness. That connection can take place. And because you are doing it through the outer being, you are doing it from a high frequency, the highest frequency of all. And if you do it with love in your heart, then it takes you to a greater frequency still. Because the connection of love, the frequency of love, is the universal language. So if you push love, for example, if you were to push love out into the universe, yes, out to a planet, if you think of a planet, you can connect on a level that has never been felt before, because they will be able to respond from that. If you are speaking your language, they may not understand because they may not speak the words. They may not have the ability for that understanding. But if you send the frequency of love, everybody understands the frequency of love. And you will feel the love returned. And then therefore, a communication, a common ground between you and the other planet, or the other dimension, can be opened, and you can work together to bring about a language and a communication, to be able to work with them on that level. Yes. So even if the language is difficult, use love, and love will be returned, and then the understanding can be brought from that frequency. Yes, because you will work it out. It will be worked together. Yes. So this is how we can work or find new connections through multi-dimensions, as well as multi-universal, as well as multi-layers for you, pulling down information pulling down the how to do things and the ability to do it. Often things are unique to the individual, so getting your answers through the trees or through the outer being is the best way to work, because yes, writing it down can also help, so you can help others, but also learning from other people who have already written things down, we understand this, can also be helpful, but bringing that through uniquely for yourself and your self-advancement will work better for you, because it will be unique for you. So the information that you will have will show you the path to do that is uniquely for you and is correct, because it comes through the outer being, through your soul, showing you the way, through the information that is available. And if you're doing it from a place of love, you are bringing in that extra energy, the extra support and frequency, yes, which always helps with anything that you do on any level. Yes, the frequency of love. So, to be a multidimensional human, a multidimensional being, hold yourself in the highest frequency of love. This will assist you. But also understand and believe completely, with intention, to connect into your outer being, your soul, your oversoul, however you wish to say it, and pull down the information with absolute knowledge that that is for you. Belief, trust, and connect. And the world is your oyster. The worlds are your oysters, yes? And you can work on any level. This is what it means to be and become a multidimensional human being. Also, by holding the highest frequency of love, you become love. So there is nothing that you cannot do when you are love. And that love will assist you to move in ways that you cannot think of now, because you would do it knowing that all you are doing in those moments helps everything. Because all you're doing is doing everything that you do from a place of love. And when you do things from a place of love, it helps everything. This also is part of being a multidimensional human being. Just being, literally just being, and being in that frequency helps everything. Universally, multidimensionally. Holding that frequency and that connection, and bringing love, letting it be, allowing it to be you, will help everything. And I say everything because there is no topic to choose. I mean everything. If you think of a topic, it will be helping it. Yes? So, to be a multidimensional being is to be love. And to be assisting everything. So, we understand that is a lot, and we understand people's maybe thinking, how do you make that connect? And yes, we say it is different for everyone, but the intention and making that connect, how do you know that you are connected to the outer being? You will feel the love. It's the trust. Trust that it is happening, and it will be. Understand that this is the most natural thing in the world, that it is happening regardless of whether you know it or not. It is happening every second, in every moment. You are connected to your outer being. It is just knowing that it is there which will make the difference and will assist with that moving forward. Once you are used to that piece of information, that connection, try feeling the love, try bringing it in. Once it is there, then go for the information, ask specific questions, and this will help build that belief and trust, and then you can go and take yourself further and further and further and further, trusting and believing, knowing that connection is there naturally. It is just knowing consciously that it is there and it can be used however you wish. Yes? Bring in the energy. Know that that love is for everyone, because you are love. All you are is returning back to you. You are the frequency of love. It's just remembering it. And once you remember it, it will take, it will integrate. Yes. It's already integrated, but you allow that integration to take place. And you, well, the possibilities are endless, shall we say. Become you. Become your multidimensional self. Become the human. It is the self in form. The personality is not lost and never will. It is beautiful. Everything is at the hands of the person who's brave enough to believe and trust and know that they are connected completely and they are love. I don't think there's any more, is there? No. Yes. Okay. We thank you for listening today. We hope this has been really helpful, and these hints and tips will assist you in that connection. And yes, I'm sure we will speak again soon. Yes. Thank you all. Thank you. Well, that was interesting. Really interesting. Not what I was expecting when we came into that. So that I found very useful, very useful, and I hope you do too. I do personal sessions. If anybody's interested, just contact me. I put my website with the notes, so reach out if you are. Usually come with a set of questions, and then I bring through the most appropriate being to answer all of your questions. Be nice to hear from you, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.